a party fit for great apes. At the Chimpanzee Sanctuary Northwest in Washington State, Foxy, a former laboratory chimp, celebrates her 40th birthday. She and her companions were used for hepatitis experiments that included frequent liver biopsies.
We have chimpanzees here who show the signs of depression and post-traumatic stress disorder.
Now that the federal government has stopped backing experiments on humankind's closest relatives, hundreds of lab chimpanzees will join Foxy in retirement. But the challenge for sanctuaries around the country, finding room and the resources to house them.
There's not space right now for them, so it's a matter of getting enough money to build and expand the sanctuaries that exist.
It costs between $16,000 and $20,000 a year for each chimp. About 300 chimpanzees and private laboratories will need to be transferred to nonprofit sanctuaries.
The laboratories have now realized they don't have a use for chimpanzees anymore, so it's in their interest financially to not be involved in the business of holding on to chimpanzees anymore.
The latest transfer happened earlier this month, with 9 chimps finding a new home at the Project Chimp Sanctuary in northern Georgia.
I think the most exciting thing about this campaign is that no other animal protection issue, you usually don't see an end. There is an end in sight and a great ending for these chimpanzees.
The Georgia Sanctuary is expected to receive about 210 more chimps. Another 360 chimps in government custody will be transferred to a national sanctuary in Louisiana by 2026.
Give me that.
The Washington Sanctuary plans to bring in another 2 to 4 chimps to Foxy's group, but will need to expand for a second group. They hope to have similar success in rehabilitation as they did with Foxy.
She was really wary when she first came, really kind of fearful and uncertain.
But things started to change when someone offered Foxy a present.
And the first troll doll that she saw, she immediately fell in love with, which we weren't expecting at all.
Thus began an infatuation with dolls that sanctuary staff believe may be linked to her former life in the lab, where all 4 of her offspring were taken from her. Now, more chimps like Foxy will have the opportunity to live out their lives away from experiments. Matthew Burgoyne, Associated Press.